Hi, my name is Rahul Sani, and today we will be starting class 11th Business Studies, and the chapter is Nature and Purpose of Business. So, this chapter is divided into two parts. The first part is History and Trade of Commerce, and the second part is Nature and Concept of Business. So, today we will be starting Nature and Concept of Business. The first part we will do it later. So, let us begin. So before getting to know the nature and purpose of business, it is very important to know that as a human, we perform different kind of human activity. And all those human activity can be categorized into two categories. The first one is economic activity, and the second one is non-economic activity. So what are these economic activities and what are these non-economic activities? We will look one by one. So economic activities are those human activity that we perform for the sake of money. So here's an example. A person cooking food in a cafe is considered to be an economic activity. So why is this an economic activity? Whether that person is getting paid? Yes, that person is getting paid in the form of a salary or in the form of wage. So that person is said to be involved in an economic activity. Now, let us look into the second category, which is non-economic activities. So, non-economic activities are those human activity that we do out of love and affection. So, here's an example where that same person is cooking food at his or her home, and here the person is cooking food out of love and affection. So, that person does not ask for the money for the cooking services that he or she is delivering to his or her family. So that is why that activity is considered to be an non-economic activity. So a same activity can be considered an economic activity at one place and non-economic activity at another place. It is just a matter of money. So if you are getting paid for it, it is an economic activity. And if you are doing any kind of activity out of love and affection, then it is a non-economic activity. Human activity, as you know, have been divided into two categories. One is economic activity and the other one is non-economic activity. So we will further divide economic activities into three subcategories. The first one is business, the second one is profession, and the third one is employment. So these three categories come under economic activity. So we will look into each one of them one by one. So we will start with business. Yes, concept of business. So the literal meaning of business is being busy. So everyone who is busy can be considered to be doing business? No. Why not? Because it has to be an economic activity. Economic activities are something in which you get paid for it, in which the return is money. So if that person is being busy in some kind of economic activity, then that person might be called to be in some business. But that's not all. It has to be involved with production of goods and sale of goods and services. So there must be production and sale of goods and services. So any person who is doing an economic activity as well as it is involved in the production of goods and sale of goods and services, so that can be termed as business. Yes, it must be undertaken with the motive of earning profit, and when you provide goods and services to the customers, it also satisfies their human needs and wants. So that is the whole definition for business. So it is an economic activity which provides you goods and services. It is done with the motive of earning profit, and in that process, it satisfies the human needs and wants in a society. So that's business in all. Yes. Now we will be looking at the characteristics of business. So what are the important characteristics of business? The first one is it is an economic activity. So what is an economic activity? An economic activity is something that you get paid for. So anything which involves money is an economic activity. So a business has to be an economic activity. Second part is it must include production or procurement of goods and services. So the business must produce some goods or some services. The third point is it needs to sell or exchange some goods and services. So any business which exists does some kind of selling or exchange of goods and services. So that is why it is an important characteristics of business. The fourth point is dealing in goods and services at a regular basis. Okay, so if your mother sells some old newspaper to some vendor, can it be called that your mother is involved in the business of selling newspaper? No, it cannot be said so, because your mother does not sell newspaper on a regular basis. She might be selling in a month or two, but she is not doing it in on a regular basis. So something which is not done on a regular basis cannot be said to be a business. A business has to be done on a regular basis. And the fifth point is earning profit. So an important component of business is to earn profit, because if you won't earn profit, your business won't be able to survive. So that is why earning profit is an important characteristics of business. And the last one is uncertainty of return. So any business that exists in our society always faces some kind of uncertainty, because they do not know whether they will be able to survive or not, whether they will be able to sell all their goods. At some point of time, they might face some losses also. So that is why there is always some uncertainty of return that exists in a business. So that is why uncertainty of return is an important part of. So uncertainty of return is an important characteristics of business. Now we will be looking at all the three economic activities and we will compare them one by one. So you all know business is an economic activity which is done with the motive of earning profit, where you provide or produce some goods and services in order to satisfy human needs and wants. So the examples are manufacturing goods, mining, production and selling of electronic goods, banking. So these are the examples of business where you are providing some sort of goods and services to the humans with the motive of earning profit. So these are the examples of business. We have already looked at business part. Now we will look into the profession. So profession is again an economic activity which requires special skills and knowledge. And here, instead of profit, you get paid in the form of fees. So if you visit to a doctor, they will charge you their fees. If you visit to a lawyer for their services, they will charge you their fees. If you visit to an accountant, they will charge you their fees. So here they will charge you fees instead of profit, and their source of income is their fees, and they are being regulated by some sort of governing body. For example, so in India, for all the doctors, it is Medical Council of India which regulates the doctor's profession, and then Bar Council of India regulates the code of conduct for lawyers, and Institute of Chartered Accountants of India regulates the working of all the chartered accountants here in India. So, as a reward, they get paid in the form of their fees, and they are being regulated by some head body or some regulating body. So that is what profession is all about. And if you get into employment, employment is all about an economic activity where you work for someone else and in return you get paid in the form of salary or wages. So take for example, um, uh, there's this teacher who works in a school. So that teacher gets salary every month. So that is a form of employment. That teacher is employed in a school, and in return they get salary every month. So all the example here, any worker who is working in a factory or any manufacturing unit where they get paid in the form of wage or salary, they are considered to be in employment. So these are the three economic activities that are there in the society. That's all in economic activities. Here is an activity for you. So you will have to go to your neighbors and ask them what kind of activity they are involved in. You can write in your notebook, and later on you can convert it into a table where you will classify their economic activities into business, into profession, or into employment. In the three categories, you have to put wherever they come. So this is your activity for you to do at your home. Thank you.